Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Last night when my wife and I came home late in the evening, we were tired and we were hungry, but we want something that is satisfying. There's something that we're going to enjoy, but it's quick. So what dish shall we cook? We thought about it. We decided a scrambled is probably the best dish to cook because it is very fast. Usually a scrambled takes only about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. A scrambled is an egg dish. It's a combination between scrambled egg and an egg omelette. It's extremely flexible and you can use many different ingredients in a scrambled. For this evening, we want to choose something special and we decided we're going to cook a scallop scrambled. Now, we're going to use a scallop which is a jumbo sea scallop. Now, the nice thing about this scallop is that it is relatively inexpensive, but still, it costs about $8 or $9 a pound. But instead of $20 a pound, if you buy the regular jumbo sea scallop. And these scallop pieces are frozen individually, so they can be thawed out readily and usually in running water in about 5 minutes. I'm going to coat the scallop with a thin layer of cornstarch. And there's two advantages. One is that it will give the scallop better flavor. And secondly, it will also protect the scallops from heat, so it can keep the inside of the scallop moist and tender. I'm going to cook this dish in my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok. I love this wok because it is very versatile and it is easily to be seasoned to a non-stick cooked surface. So I'm going to start with about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, and then I'm going to season the wok using my spot seasoning method as shown in this video, which is very simple and it guarantees a non-stick cooked surface as you will see when we cook the egg. Now I'm going to cook the egg first. In fact, this dish I'm going to use a method called combinatory stir frying, which means that I cook different ingredients separately and then I combine them together. Now, this is important because this will allow me to control the food ingredients that require different cooking time to precisely how I would like it to be cooked. Now, after I stir fry the egg for about maybe 10 or 15 seconds, I'm going to add the ingredients that to go with the egg. First, I'm going to add some portobello mushroom that I cut into small pieces to fit into the dish. And then I add some scallion. Both of these are already in my advanced prepping, so they are ready to go right away. This is followed by some cherry tomatoes. I cut this before I cook them, but this only takes like a few seconds to have this cut, and it is all ready to go. Now, as you can see, this dish cooked very quickly. Now it is almost about done. I'm going to season the dish with my Walk with Tak basic seasoning mix. Now, this seasoning mix is excellent for stir frying, particularly for eggs. And it is available on Amazon, and you can get it and give it a try, see if you really like it or not. A quick few stir, the dish is almost ready. So, this is the basic scrambled that cook with different kind of vegetables. Of course, it is a basic template, so you can substitute the vegetable based on what is available to you. Okay. Now I'm going to set the dish aside. Now the approach in this method is that I'm going to cook the scrambled separately from the scallop. The reason is simple because the scallop takes a different time to cook than as the egg. In fact, the scallops cook very quickly. But if I cook them together, then I have to pay attention both to the egg and the scallop at the same time. And because of this reason, separate them provide me with much better control so I can achieve the perfect texture that I want. Now, home cooking is all about creating texture and the doneness to your preference. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the wok. I'm going to use the wok without washing it. Again, I'm going to start out with about 1 to 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. Now I'm ready to cook this scallop. Now, I'm going to use only a small amount of scallop. And the reason for that is that I'm using the scallop mainly to flavor the egg dish. So in this case, you can consider the scallop is serving as a condiment. After I stir fry for about maybe 20 seconds, I'm going to add some bell pepper. Now, this is followed by addition with some scallion, which I cut into strips. Adding the bell pepper and the scallion turned out to be really critical in controlling the texture of the scallop, because both of them will buffer the heat in the wok and making the scallop cook a little bit slower, so it gives me more time. So next, I'm going to season the dish with some oyster sauce. Again, I only use a small amount of oyster sauce because all the three ingredients already have wonderful flavor. The scallop together with the bell pepper and the scallion. One of the most important things about stir frying is to control the doneness of the ingredients, because with stir frying you can have very fine control of how much you want to cook the ingredients. And for many ingredients, particularly when it comes to seafood and certain type of meat such as beef, you want to cook it exactly to the doneness that you want. You do not want to overcook it or undercook it. So have this understanding how you control the level of cooking of that ingredients will provide you with the best outcome. So in this case, the scallop has to be cooked to the perfect doneness, at least to my own personal preference. Okay, now the dish is done. As you can see, this dish has multiple ingredients, has great flavor. At the same time, it is extremely efficient to cook. Just imagine you cook this dish with all these different ingredients all from scratch in less than 7 to 8 minutes. You cannot ask for anything better. We have this dish on the table in about 10 minutes, and we have some rice already in the refrigerator, so we warm it up and we eat it with rice. It was a great meal, better than anything we would have got if we eat out or we eat fast and ultra processed food, which we have completely eliminated from our diet completely. So if you're interested in taking this approach, please take a closer look at my fast cooking system. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.